Hello, everyone, and welcome to the lesson 5 of MakeStories 101 course. In this lesson, we are going to take a look at what is overlay and why you should use them. Often you will listen people naming overlay as scrim or background scrims. So remember that overlay and background scrim is one and the same thing. So please do not get confused with it. Now to check this, I'm going to do like I'm first of all I'm going to remove this background and I will use an image background over here. So let's say we have this image and I applied it as a background. Now I will add a text element on top of this and I will enter the text. I will change this to like top interior designs of 2020. Now I will change the color for this. I will change it to white. We will look into much detail when we do the lesson on text elements. So for now, you do not have to worry about what I'm doing with the text and all this stuff. So and I have center aligned this and I have taken it. So now you can see that I have my text element over here, but it is not clearly visible. Okay, and the that's the last thing you want to happen to your stories, where people cannot read the text that you have on your story elements. So a good way to do this is to add a small color which fades in from the bottom to top, or like suppose if you have your text element at the top, you can have it from top to bottom, or you can have it on both the sides. So to do that, we suggest our users to use the overlay section. So when you go to the overlay, you will see an option that says enable scrim. Again, as I said, background scrims and overlay is one and the same thing. So please do not get confused with this. Now there is a small switch button. So I will click this. And the moment I do it, you can see that there is a small gradient black color coming in from the bottom. So now you can see that the moment I have enabled this, our text is has much better visibility than it had before. I will again switch it off so you can see that how adding a overlay scrim can help enhance the visual element or enhance the visibility of your text elements on the story. So now I have enabled screen. The moment I do that, you can see that by default a black colored screen comes in. But again, as I told you in the last video, Make Stories is all about customizations. Okay, so you have probably seen this feature when we use the gradient backgrounds. Okay, so now all you have to do is you have to select this color point and you can change the color as you wish. Okay, so I have changed this to red. Suppose I have a red in my branding color, so I can change the scrim to red. Again, this is a simple color picker, so you can control the opacity, and then you can also add multiple points. So let's say you want to have a scrim over here and then you also want to have a scrim at the top. So what you will do is you will add another point here, and then I will click here, I will copy this color code, and then I will click this and I will paste this color code over here. And now you can see that I have the scrim on both the sides, and then I want to reduce the intensity. So I will click this, I will add a white color and I will reduce. So now you can see that we have scrim on both the sides. How you do this is completely up to you, but and you can also flip these. So the moment I will change this color, so now you can have it in a much better way. So you can see that now we have blue at the top and red at the bottom. The moment you flip this, the colors will flip. And then we have seen that while we were using gradient background, we had option to select the angle. So since we are using the linear scrim right now, we don't have the center option over here. We just have 8 different options for the 8 directions where we can take the scrim. The moment I do this one, you can see that my scrim is going in a diagonal direction, and I do this. So this is pretty much intuitive. So there are you can do these things in like hundreds of different ways. It is completely up to you guys. So we have seen that by default we suggest you to use the linear scrim or the linear overlay. But let's say you want to have just one solid color. In that case, you can click solid, and when you do that, you are shown an option with just one color. So let's say I want to have a red color over here, and then I want to increase its opacity. So you can also use this kind of scrims. It is not a problem. And then the last option that we have is the radial scrim. So radial scrim is basically a radial gradient, nothing more. You can flip the points and you can have, this is the radial one is the least one that's used on make stories. So you can skip this, you don't have to worry about it. Again, as I told you, you can customize it the way you want. Okay, and then but the most used scrim option is the linear scrim. So I will just select this point and I will flip it and I will bring it to black. So now we are back to the default scrim that make stories provide. So with this, we have completed all the 7 different kinds of background options that make stories offer, and that we have also seen how you have to use overlay and why you should use it. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out to us. We are always available on the live chat. You can click this button and you can send me a message, and then I will get back to you. It will be either me or someone from our team members who will get in touch with you. So, in the next video, we are going to check out how you can use the how you can configure the backgrounds. Like you can also add animations to your background. You can add filters. So we will take a deep dive into this option in the next video. Thank you.